Hello YouTube. Okay, I was cleaning the Savage Axis and I thought, this would be a good opportunity to check the twist rate on this rifle. Um, and I guess I could look it up on the internet, go to Savage's website, but, there's a lot of rifles out there that you just don't have the information on. They may be, extremely old. So I thought, hey, let's do a video. So the tools you're going to need to check twist rate is you're going to need a cleaning rod. Now I've just got a simple, I've had this cleaning rod forever. It's an old Hoppe's. And to give you an idea of how old this thing is, this is a Hoppe's from Kmart that I bought. It was a kit, 22 and 30 cal, and I purchased this from Kmart years ago for $5. So it's fairly old, but hey, it gets the job done. Now, one suggestion I can give you, if you're using a aluminum 3-piece rod like this, is make sure you get it good and tight. Keep this part oiled. This is a ball bearing, but it's not as nice as some of the newer ones. This thing's probably 10, 15 years old, probably maybe 20 years old. I wouldn't be scared to say this is 20 years old. So put your little drop of oil there, and when we're testing this, we want to push through because the bearing's in the back. So as that pressure is applied this way, it's pushing up against that bearing and it allows that to spin. So pulling back, you're going to get some resistance in here. There's no bearing surface. It's kind of metal on metal. So when we do this demonstration, we want to push through. We want this to go straight through. That will give us our spin, and it'll be a little bit more accurate. So you can tell, even though this is old, it's not state of the art anymore. Back in the day, it probably was. But because I was excited to get it, that 20 years ago. But now there's a whole lot better cleaning rods. They're, coated and all that cool stuff. So you're gonna need a cleaning rod. Got to have a cleaning rod, a marker, or something, or some tape, something to mark the cleaning rod as we push it through the rifling. So I'm going to use tape. It's going to be a little bit easier to see on camera. So I'm going to take a little piece of tape here, and I'm just going to cut a slither off. And this is going to be the part that we're going to watch spin. So this is going to be used to count the rotations. So nothing real fancy here. Just going to put that tape on there. That way we have a good indicator of how many revolutions we're getting. Now our twist rate is going to be in inches. That's how I'm going to measure it. So we're going to need another piece of tape, or better yet, since I have a 3-piece rod, I'm going to use the section here where it connects, and I'm just going to measure that off, and I'm going to start with, I'm assuming this is a 1 in 12. It may be a 1 in 10, but a couple tries will give it a shot. And we're going to need a patch. So generally what I buy in patches is I just buy the 12 gauge patches and I cut them as I need them. So that's what we're going to use. Take a 112 gauge patch, and I just kind of fold it over like this, and I take some scissors and cut it. All right, this is going to be dry. We don't put any lubrication or cleaner on this, and I just kind of roll this up, and insert it. Now this, like I said, this thing's 20 years old, so it's kind of bent up and all that. So we'll just get that inserted like so. Nothing special here. We're going to go into the rifling. All right, once we get a good seat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure off this piece here, and I'm going to go 12 inches. I'm going to cut me another piece of tape. So that way I know where my 12-inch mark is. And we're going to apply that to the cleaning rod. So get a measuring tape out. Another tool needed, right? And we're just going to lay the tape out. We're going to apply it right to that 12-inch mark on the rod. So let's see here. There's 12. Should be right there. It's close enough for a hand grenade, right? Okay, we'll just wrap that around. All right, now you could use a marker. Probably would be easier. So we know from this point here to this point here is exactly 1 foot, 12 inches. So if it's a 1 in 12, when I'm going to use this indicator here, right here at the back of the action. So I'm going to start it there. I'll line up my other mark back here, and then we'll push and we'll watch the rotations. So I'm lined up. Adjust the camera just a little bit here. Maybe we can get all this in frame. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Try to slide this camera back. Excuse the shaking. All right, so, okay. We just got the blue in the frame. So our mark is right on the inside of the action. So from there to here is going to be 12 inches. So if I'm correct in my estimate, this being a 1 in 12, this blue mark right here should have 1 full rotation. And that will give us a 1 in 12. 1 rotation for 12 inches. So let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. All right, that's 1 rotation right there. We're not fully at 12 inches. So that would be 12 inches, and it looks like we're about 2 inches away. Just gonna make a quick note of that 2 inches. Okay, and we're going to push on. We're going to watch this and see where it lands. Okay, we're right there. So we're pretty much 1 in 12. That's probably about a quarter a turd. So I'm going to say this is 1 in 12. We'll just keep it simple. But if you notice, if I pull back, you notice that we're not getting any revolutions off that. That's because there's no bearing surface when you're pulling back. So depending on your cleaning rod, the new ones have sealed bearings, so they'll turn whether you're pushing or pulling. But if you have an old school one like this, you're going to want to push through. So that's going to conclude this simple way to check your twist rate in your rifle. You got to have a cleaning rod, some marker or marking tape, one of those, and you can check your twist rate. You can do this in pistols and do a conversion. So a lot of different uses for this, and we're basically going to set this rifle up based on the twist rate. So I'm anticipating 168 grains is going to shoot well in this. So we're going to leave it at that. All right, thought I'd give you a quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like it, share it, and subscribe. See you guys later.